vacations.
Why, look you now. How unworthy a thing you would make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would pluck out my heart of mystery. You would sound me from the lowest note of the compass. Slut, do you think I am easier to be played upon than a pipe?
Him, right?
Yeah.
How come you always wear the boys' parts?
Because they have the best lines. I mean, you know what girls do in the play? Fall in love, get seduced, commit suicide, and listen to guys say all the best lines. I can't believe you're leaving.
I would have been the first in my family to get a mask.
How come you're really going to cut hair?
Side by side with my daddy.
Why won't he stake you?
Hasn't got it.
I thought farmers were rich.
Stylists are rich. Barbers cut hair in 21 times. Yeah.
You bet me for the wedding, right? That's my card.
What's it gonna be like?
The best you can get for under $100.
Day old cake.
A double hot top ceremony.
Hey.
Scared me to death.
Sit down.
Why is a sheep?
Sit down. Shut up.
Oh, your mother never told you not to interrupt a conversation?
I found a wallet.
Yeah?
So? In the dorm parking lot.
Rose. You could make a sunny day, like a queen from a Hardy Boys mystery. You suffer from congenital complications.
Have we got any beer left?
Yeah, it's over here.
It was right next to my car. Right by it. God meant for us to have this wallet.
So what's to be so hyped up
A
about?
lot of money. What? Sit.
I have to pass.
Sit!
I thought you didn't drink beer.
This wallet belongs to Teddy Leonard. Who?
That little pipsqueak guy, the one who sits out by the Venus by himself, the one reading, what was it? Alfred North Whitehead, so you know he's serious. From Joni's class, he's like, this high, and if you had him up to the light, he'd be completely transparent.
The ones you went out with that one time. Splurge you to a $100 French dinner and then drag her to some documentary film about space technology. Right. Too shy to talk to her? That's the one. So, read it. No kidding.
Tell me.
Read it.
This can't be right. The kid dresses like a Republican president. I mean, he's okay, but he's kind of a nittish.
His daddy invented frozen orange juice. The Nevish is an only child. He's the heir to a couple of billions. Well, good for him. Maybe he didn't. We're the only ones who know.
Listen, his secret's safe with me.
Any one of us could have them. I'm not kidding. Kidding? What is this? A 1940s movie about chorus girls? Think about it. Now don't put a label on it. Just think about it.
So what are you, writing a thesis about this guy?
What does he do all the time? I mean, all of the time. Wears herringbone sports coat. Stares at women. The kid's sexually desperate. He's 22 years old and 101. He's never touched one. And worse than that, he wants one imponderable thing. He wants to be loved for the never she is. And if anyone finds this out, it is never, ever, ever going to happen.
So take him.
Oh, I don't need him. I'll be a doctor, remember, a pediatric allergist. People marry me for money. Plus I have the trust fund. Plus I'm driving a Corvette. Plus I have 2 beautiful doting parents.
Congratulations. You just won the Let Them Eat Cake Award. Have another beer.
I'm giving him to you. Me, the goose who lays golden eggs. Savvy? Blink your eyes twice if you catch my drift. I ain't kidding, roomies. This is one of those moments that could change your life. We call him, he comes over, you flirt, he asks you out, and you go. You have a good time. Again he asks, again you go. Take your time, in 2 months maybe throw in some heavy petting, and boom, instant marriage proposal.
Yuck. Yuck.
Deepest India. I mean, if he dies, do I like have to throw myself on his funeral pyre? We are speaking of thousands of millions, unimaginable bucks. You stack it in tents, and would fill the Astrodome. You want to be an actress? Produce the film. Hire Robert Redford. And you want barbers? Buy a couple of hundred. Remember law school you couldn't afford? How about Harvard? Buy a house in Cambridge, live in hell, vacation in Tibet, and fly me in twice a week for tea and pinafores? Dearest feminists, we're talking about billions.
If I didn't know you were a paranoid schizophrenic, I'd think you were a Tupperware salesman.
You don't have your price? What a yucky thing to say. You don't have your price?
I'm engaged, nutso.
Follow up.
Are you serious?
Dump him.
I'm in love.
You were in love last year.
That was different.
6 times?
Okay. 6 times.
And 3 weeks ago you went out with someone else.
That's for coffee.
Right, coffee. Your first marriage, should it last more than 2 years, belongs in a natural history museum.
Easy.
You take him.
I'm afraid I'm not that cynical.
You want to end up in Lindywood?
I won't.
You don't have a dime, Kristen. Your family doesn't have a dime. You rode the scholarships till they gave out. Face it, you're going to end up a $1.25 barber.
It's a little too late in the century to turn into a quarterback.
It's a little too late in the century to turn into a barber.
Knock it off.
Take him. Get a divorce in 2 years. Settle for practically nothing. $60 million in a house. Be anyone. Marry anybody. Go anywhere. For God's sake, don't tell me you're too damn dumb to figure this out. I already called him.
Hey, what's up?
Eddie, what's up? Be here in maybe 5 minutes. You don't have to figure yourself out. Hear the cold, invent the electric car, none of it. It's gonna happen this once, and never happen again. It's beyond cosmopolitan.
Look at him in the morning.
In the morning, everyone looks terrible. What about him? What about his family? He'll love it. He's been waiting for this for years. Look him in the face. When it's all over, he'll kiss you goodbye and buy Sharon Stone.
You're a monster.
Don't kid me, ladies. This is America. We are middle class down to our anklets and atomies. We started learning this stuff from our Barbies, and don't get me into that traditional roles crap. You think guys are going to do this if you have these bucks? Because they would. And if you don't, someone else will. They'll line up from here to Nome, Alaska. And what is your responsibility to yourself? Our responsibility is to our potential. 50% of all American marriages end up in divorce anyway. And you know what's the chief cause? Financial problems. I'm not kidding. And are you doing him a disservice? He's pining away out there, sitting with his back to the cafeteria wall, wishing he wasn't alone. Face it. He's sweet. He's bright. He's a gentleman. Joni said he practically threw himself over the puddle so she wouldn't get wet. Grant you he's short, shy, myopic, but what can he do for you? He can do anything Superman can't do. By way of comparison, how hot is anything else we got mixed up with? Your fiancé? How many dawns and Bloody Marys have we shared while you agonize? I will. I won't. I can't. I don't love him. I do. We don't have the same interests. He's cute. Come on, face it. Prince Charles hasn't shown up yet. Your carriage waits without. No, don't push. Don't shove. I have one way to settle this. I have a quarter. You guys call it. Bet it or regret it.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
One and only chance. Tails.
What the hell? Heads.